Now, the Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto has proposed changing the country's constitution to allow foreign private oil and gas companies to form partnerships with the state in the energy sector for the first time in decades. Well, the changes are all part of a package intending to attract private money into the sector. Well, the Mexican oil industry was first nationalized back in 1938. An opinion poll suggested most of the country's citizens would actually prefer it to stay that way. But Mr. Peña Nieto also wants refining, transport and other related services to open up to private companies.
After months of intense speculation, Mexico's president has finally sent his energy reform proposal to Congress, aiming to end a 75-year monopoly.
Today we are signaling change as we reform Articles 27 and 28 of the Constitution, and we are asking the Senate to confirm those reforms and signal the proper change, rectifying the situation our country has been living under.
What's at stake are Mexico's underdeveloped resources. The country has an estimated 29 billion barrels of oil in deep waters, but they lack the expertise and technology for deep drilling, as well as fracking. The new proposal aims to attract the help of private companies by creating risk and profit-sharing agreements.
The reform doesn't promote shared production contracts. What the reform is looking for is to enable the Mexican state to sign contracts for shared responsibility that would allow the nation to maintain the total control of its oil. With these shared contracts, the country remains the sole owner of the oil resources.
Analysts say the devil will be in the detail. Oil companies will want to put the reserves themselves on their balance sheets, and there are questions over whether the reform can pass Congress.
Some politicians are calling for a referendum, arguing that every Mexican has a stake, the company a potent symbol of nationalist pride. 75 years ago, General Lázaro Cárdenas took back Mexican oil from foreign companies. Those actions, which sparked celebration, created Pemex. Cárdenas' decision is still perceived as a victory for workers' rights in the face of foreign greed and exploitation. But now the company has become well known for inefficiency and huge losses. 70% of profits go back to the government to pay for schools, hospitals, roads, and infrastructure. The fact that a sizable proportion of that is wasted in corruption and bureaucracy isn't lost on voters.
It's an insult, a monstrosity. It is an aggression to the people of Mexico who have always suffered. It always benefits them, the leaders.
I don't think Pemex really benefits people because there's still a lot of poverty. Many people are out of work.
And it isn't just voters who will need convincing. Foreign investors, too, will be watching carefully to see what the Mexican Congress passes before returning to Mexico. A delicate balancing act for a president caught between national pride and untapped wealth.